BC, what's up, guys? Lavelle Andrew here. Blue Note 4137. One step beyond. Jackie will take you there. Killer set, 4-track set, featuring Gretchen Marcour, Eddie Kahn, and then don't forget Tony Williams and Bobby Hutcherson on the vibes. Oh man, this is a classic set. The track playing now is Blue Rondo. Listen to, oh, look at Bobby. Listen to Bobby. He just straight, just in the cut, just vibing his way around. He actually just sits back in the cut and just orchestrates everything. He sets that whole tone and the mood of this whole jazz session. Gretchen Moncour and Jackie, which met back in the late 50s, always been friends, and they couldn't wait to get together and do, an album together. And they went up, man. When they got together, they came it was at the right time. Jazz was changing. This was recorded in '63 of April, released in January of '64. During that period, everything was changing. You had guys like Gretchen Moncour, and then of course Andrew Hill, and you could say Sam Rivers. All of those guys were all Joe Henderson. All those guys were all coming out, and a lot of stuff was changing. The music was changing. The hard bop was still there, but a lot of people were more into the Eastern model, modal. They were going into the Eastern type music, fusing the Eastern end with the jazz, which was done by Yusef Lateef, Coltrane, and Ornette Coleman. And I mean, that stuff there, it just makes jazz a little bit more adventurous. The soloing, you can just hear how Jackie, just his writing style, his writing just, because he did his Let's Freedom Ring, which was here, that was done years before. And he wanted to really just push jazz to another level. So when he got with, Gretchen Moncour, he really knew what he wanted to do. And then adding Tony Williams. Tony Williams was a guy he met in the early '60s. They was at it was a show in New York, and the young guy was helping Jackie with his bags, bringing the stuff in. He was talking to Jackie. He said, "I want to play on your album." He said, "You looking at him like he's like a kid?" And he was like, "Me, yeah, I want to play on your album." And that actually happened. Tony Williams was like a virtuoso. He studied listening to a lot of, like, Blakey, of course, is one of his influences. Roy Haynes, oh man, Elvin Jones, and then he studied a lot of the Indian and African rhythms, so you can get an idea. And you imagine that you add all of those together, that's Tony, that's your sound. It made him more virtual. He could play anything, and that's good when you have all those influence. It makes a whole new sound. It doesn't sound like the regular. It's just adventurous. Yeah, but right now playing is Blue Rondo, which is a killer. It opens up with Saturday and Sunday, which was written by Jackie, and it's just all out, just letting it go, just straight drumming, straight bass. Guys was just interacting with each other. It's like they're talking to each other through their instruments. Then Frankenstein, a 32-bar waltz. That's another class. They're just changing jazz. It's moving it from that hard bop to that post bop avant-garde. It's making it more avant-garde. Avant-garde jazz is where it's at. I love that stuff. And then the closer is Ghost Town, which is going to come on in a few seconds. But those albums, this period of jazz in '64 was a changer. Just listening to a lot of the stuff I was going through, listening to a lot of the different jazz during that '60s, that Blue Note period. This period here is so concrete. Albums like this, which was recorded in '63, And then, of course, you can't forget about Evolution, which was Gretchen Moncour's album, which has Lee Morgan. And then the other one, Destination Out, Gretchen Moncour, Bobby Hutcherson's on here too. But Destination Out, they were all recorded around the same time in '63. So that's what makes this so involving. Listen to that. Yes. This is just the game changer. I always call this the game changer. I know a lot of people like the Destination Now. This is the one for me. I love Destination. I like this whole period. It's kind of hard to say. It goes back and forth, which is my favorite, but I love this one. This one is deep. But yeah, this is a stereo. It's playing on, this is a mono copy. I'm playing original mono, and this is a stereo jacket. When I bought this mono copy, I bought it from Dusty Grooves. The water, it had a lot of water damage. So I looked around, found one online. The guy was selling the jacket real cheap. I got it, so I got the jacket. It was not a mono, but still mismatched, but still. I just love to have the music. If I find a mono, I will definitely replace it. But right now, it doesn't even bother me. But yes, Jackie McLean, 41, 37, Destination Out. Nah, psych. You thought it was. One Step Beyond, Jackie McLean, classic. Peace.